Your other half is the person who can make or break your music career. And it's not a well-known fact, but it's a very important point. Um, if you have a husband, wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, they have such an influence in your direction, the way you think, the decisions you make, how you go about things. Okay, so for example, if the man is the artist, he's a singer, he also songwrites, he does a bit of producing, and he decides that he just needs to take time out to do that, then even if his wife says, honey, can you just take the trash out for me? He'd be like, but that's man speak for I will do it when I'm good and ready because I've got something else to do. As opposed to, sure baby, I'll go do it right now. That ain't happening. If a guy's got to go on a gig, he's going to tell his wife, look, I've got a gig, this is the date, I'm going, that's it. Well, he may not speak as Neanderthal as that, but you get the picture. He's able to just say what he wants to do and go and do it, and his wife just has to kind of put up with it, or moan, girl. If it's a woman who's the artist, she's a songwriter, she also does some producing and she's a singer, and she wants to go and do some songwriting, she'd be like saying, dear, I'm just gonna do some songwriting now. And he'd be like, Still man speak for you doing that thing again, Or, if she's going out on the gig, it's like, what time are you coming back? And who you gonna be with? And all this kind of stuff. He's gonna pick her up and like, oh, she's always late. And there's always that moans in the grove. And the woman is more likely to slow down in her career. She's more likely to try to please her husband or her boyfriend. She's more likely to not be as cooperative in the band because she's getting a little bit of pressure at home. On the other side, you can have a really good relationship with your spouse. Your other half is just so supportive. They're the ones that come to as many gigs as they can. They're the ones that give you the thumbs up sign if you're just feeling a bit wobbly about that new number you're just about to do. They're the ones who'll be giving you that back massage or running your bath. They're the ones that when you just had a really bad day and you can talk to them about it and they'll be saying, what? Really? And they're into it. They're so supportive. My experience has been a bit of both camps. When I met my husband, I was already a performer, so he knew what he was getting. The courtship went all right, my music continued. However, it wasn't until I got married that things started to change. And what happened was that because we lived in a different city to where I was born and where most of my gigs took place, he started saying things like, are we going down there again? Or, really, you gotta try and find more work up here. So I got that little bit of pressure in the early stage of marriage, and I started to drop off calls and gigs and said to people I couldn't make it. And to be honest, my music did suffer. It really did slow down. Then I started a family, it slowed down some more. But it wasn't really until about 12, 15 years ago when I really sort of decided, you know what, I'm not getting any younger. I really feel music is something I need to be doing. I really feel called to do it. And he and I had this conversation and I said, look, it's something I really want to do. And he goes, yeah, sure, go for it. And I was like, what? Okay. So I started to push out the boat. My music started to grow. And he would come with me. But that's when he saw that it could work. It was a different tune. And I got better support. Now listen, he knows I'm telling you this. So don't worry about that. We're not heading to no divorce courts or anything like that. My point is this: sometimes if you have a spouse who is not that supportive, there are probably just ways to sort of work it over time. Just see it as a process you have to go through with that individual. And my husband has certain roles that he does in my business and that works better. And there's some roles he's just way not good at. No, really, not good at. Don't ask him to do it. He ain't gonna do it. He can't do it. And it's about finding out those roles and those things that your spouse can do for you that can help you. So what I would say is this: if you have a supportive spouse, a supportive partner, celebrate them, praise them, Tell them thank you, tell them please, and make sure they know that you appreciate them, because that's the other thing. You can have a really good person but you don't appreciate them, and eventually they say, well, what about me? You're not appreciating me. So make sure you appreciate them. If you have someone who's not as supportive, that is a little bit more difficult, and you have to figure out if it's someone you want that can help you with your music, or whether you need a manager or you need a different team around you. Don't expect that everything you want doing they can do. It's about finding what they can do. And sometimes just being the person that waits up when you get home, being the person who drives you there, being the person who accompanies you, being the person in your dressing room who you can be honest with, because let's face it, they're the person that sees you when your makeup's off and your wig's off and all that kind of stuff, innit? Just working out a role that works best for you and for them, because they are also very important in your life and for making your music work. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please comment below, please subscribe for more, turn your notifications on to get your early reminders every Monday morning, and I wait to hear from you. Bye for now.